Hello everyone, Luke Taylor here for another album review, and today's album is 2020 Trivium, What the Dead Men Say. So What the Dead Men Say is the 9th album from the Florida metalcore thrash progressive juggernaut that is Trivium. I say that with all due respect because they are one of the most important metal bands to me, period. I even tweeted Paolo, the bass player. He was talking about Metallica, and I said, Trivium is to me what Metallica is to you, with all love and respect. And it's cool to talk about Paolo right away because I believe that from what I've read that he wrote most of the lyrics on this album, and that's actually really cool. I don't know that he's been this involved in writing all this content before for the album, and I have to say, to a fantastic result. Absolutely fantastic. No hyperbole needed. This is literally one of the best metal albums of 2020. It's only May. I say that, you know, knowing metal pretty well, I must say. If this doesn't win a Grammy, I'll be shocked. They come off Betrayer had a Grammy nomination. Of course, that was won by High on Fire with Electric Messiah. But I just think this is definitely going to be one of the best metal albums of 2020. It's absolutely flawless in every way. So the band is coming off a world tour with Alex Bent, the new drummer. The Sin and the Sentence was huge, well received, just such a great fan service with all of these brand new songs, kind of feeling like a best of. So this is like they said, okay, we did that, now we're moving forward, and I really respect that decision. I've never known that a band kind of made a best of a brand new songs. I thought that was incredible, first of all. But to move on, I had no idea that they were coming out with this. I've been extremely busy, so and of course with the quarantine and all these different kinds of things, their whole plans with releasing and concerts and all that kind of stuff, it's a little different. But I'm very happy that they chose to release it and that they chose to put it out there, and I believe it got #2 on iTunes or one of the streaming services or something, like right behind a Mariah Carey album. So good for them, because this is a super high quality disc. This is metal at its finest. All the instrumentation, all the riffs, all the solos, and especially the lyrics and the lyrical content. That's to me what is the most important part of this album, and why all of the songs sound so good and so brutal and then so catchy and so beautiful, is because you have a very rich and mature kind of subject to draw off of. You have life experience, you have respect, and you have all these kind of things that are like, especially in this time when life isn't the way it always is, and there's this, it's like the perfect moment when this can be released. It's almost like a prophetic moment, especially a song like The Catastrophist, when you read what Paolo said about that and what he wrote about that song. And I think the really cool thing about this is the way that it's presented and the way that it's written, because these songs are very deep and come from very specific moments, but you can really literally apply them into different ways in your life, and they actually get you to think about these things. And I believe the title itself, What the Dead Men Say, came from a Philip K. Dick novel, or a story or short story or something from Philip K. Dick material. And Philip K. Dick is one of the best science fiction writers ever, hands down, no question. Probably most famously known for Blade Runner, or Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, and of course Minority Report and The Man in High Castle. So that said, this is touching on a lot of issues that I think are very current and very important, but it's doing it in a way that is really provoking you to interact with it. Sometimes things are too preachy, sometimes things are too obvious or too direct, which is okay. Sometimes you just have to say, you have to call a spade, and you have to get out there and name that thing. But I just really think that the way that this is delivered, the thoughtful intellectualism, but also the care, the poignant care that goes into this, it's really perfect. It's really absolutely perfect. Every song in here is supported within the framework of the idea. All the riffs are fantastic, and there's maybe one or two moments that I can harken back to earlier albums, but that's just because Trivium has been going for so long and they have their own unique sound, and it's so well dialed in. And I know that the other band members are doing other things. That's just a huge undertaking to do a project that's this good while you're doing all these other things. So massive respect for all the members, and for Josh Wilbur, who mixed and mastered or produced, and who's involved with making this sound the way it is. I believe it was recorded at Full Sail University, which is very cool. I believe Corey, the guitar player, a very underrated guitar player he is, Oh man, this guy needs to be on the cover of every metal magazine. What a stud. I believe he went to Full Sail University, so that's a very cool kind of sense of that full circle. But yeah, just hyperboles are not even they're not even going to work for this, because it's literally one of the best albums I've ever done. I am a Shogun fan. It's my favorite album of all time, and I want to leave Shogun right where it is and celebrate it for what it is and forever love it for what it is. But I really do think this is one of the best albums Trivium has ever made. It's I mean, this is 2020, so this is a new decade, and if anyone's watching this in 2029 or 2030, I do believe that this is going to be one of the best metal albums of the decade. If you have not listened to it yet, please get it. Please listen to it. If you're not a Trivium fan, you have to give this a listen and check it out. It's just so amazing, and it's so perfect. I love every second of it. I'm a huge fan of Trivium, but this record I just think is really special, and so I'm already going to like all that Trivium does, obviously, but I didn't expect it to be just this deep and this powerful and this amazing. I don't know how else to say it. All the leads, the harmonized leads are so beautiful. They're so powerful. The riffs are awesome. They don't get distracted with their technical ability in any way. I think Alex Bent just integrates with these guys so well, and he adds all the technical prowess, all the progressive moments, but it's never distracting like, oh cool, look what we can do. Everything here is just tonally perfect. I want to relate this to like one of my, some of my favorite movies or films where you watch that and you feel the tone is perfect because it's very respectful, it's very poignant, it's making a point, it's proper, and it has all of these notes and all of these beats, but it's never distracted from the ultimate goal. And so yeah, if any of the Trivium guys are watching, you're the best. I love you guys. Thank you for impacting my life with your amazing music. I love this album, and I hope everyone else does too. My rating for this, obviously, is gold. And I do want to say again, I think this is going to be one of the best metal albums of the decade, so please check it out. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you check out all my other album reviews. Of course, June coming up. I got my new album coming out, a lot of music. So I hope you enjoy that too. Please check out my reactions and all the other videos on here. If this is your first time seeing my channel, please check it out. There's a lot of stuff going on my channel. Please share and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Take care. See you later.